Congratulations! You have successfully made the switch from analog to digital TV. So, is it goodbye to all this? Not quite. Here's science and technology correspondent Daniel Sieberg.
Whatever your view of television, be it couch potato casual or flat screen fanatic, Friday was a special occasion.
We are going to be counting down live.
Goodbye analog, hello digital.
1.
And even if you didn't give it the kind of warm reception these students did in Chicago Friday night,
To the end of analog.
you knew it was the end of an era. If for no other reason than all those incessant reminders we've been giving you.
TV stations will broadcast exclusively in digital.
Okay, so in these days of cable and satellite, you probably thought it was time to retire the old rabbit ears. Not so fast.
So is the antenna dead?
The antenna is not dead. It is alive and well.
Michael Godar is an antenna maker. He runs one of the nation's few handmade antenna companies out of this modest TV repair shop in Gilbert, Arizona. And he says that even at the dawn of the digital age, there's plenty of life in that old antenna.
It was almost a sport to adjusting your antenna on your TV.
Oh yeah, battling it, you know, and then especially when people had a remote control and you'd change the channel and then you have to get up and then adjust the antenna.
Antennas are as old as television itself. Consider this scene from the very first episode of Jackie Gleason's The Honeymooners.
Move around the room. I'll tell you if it comes in clear. How is it going in? Now, how about that? Now, go out in the hall then. What do you mean out in the hall? How is it now? No, not better yet. Is it all right now? Is the picture on now? That's perfect now, Ralph.
The antenna is the sole survivor of our analog past. And while it just receives over-the-air channels, going digital is the reason there's more of them.
And an antenna will still work?
And an antenna will still work. Even some of these antiques here will actually pick up a digital signal.
Of course, some things never change. You still need to be in a place where it's possible to get good reception. Unlike analog with its fuzzy picture, a weak digital signal can leave you seeing, well, nothing at all.
I feel like I'm among royalty here.
Yes, well.
That's because Henry Langan and his son Stephen are the antenna kings. Their company has installed thousands of antennas all around New York City.
I think estimates are anywhere between 10 to 15% of people have received their primary signal from broadcast. And a lot of them are in metropolitan areas who don't have the extra money to spend $25 or $50 a month on cable TV or more. So.
Langan says the TV antenna has stood the test of time.
I mean, I get calls from people all the time saying, "You put this up, you did my antenna 20 years ago. You know, is it time to change?" I say, well, if it's working, no.
But let's say you do go for that shiny new antenna. What to do with those old rabbit ears? Well, the one thing you shouldn't do is throw them out.
I look at them as pieces of art. Initially, when I saw one, I thought they were very sculptural. Some of them are very, very intricate and very twisted, but also as a pure representation of American pop culture. And it really defined an era, defined a point of time, and defined a generation in many ways.
Larry Jones is a connoisseur of all things old TV, which may explain his day job. President of the cable television network, TV Land.
Those rabbit ears, sure, they did a function, which was to bring great reception into your house. But also, on top of that, they were a major, major decorative item. And then, of course, you have pink for the fashion-forward family.
The rarest find in Jones's collection looks nothing like a rabbit.
And these are the dog ones, classic 50s poodle, and also I guess this is a Cocker Spaniel.
Jones says digital be damned. Those fuzzy analog pictures were something special.
when the first lunar landing happened, and that was like a big event. You know, my parents and my grandparents were like testing the TV at that time in the afternoon to make sure, in days before, to make sure it wouldn't be on the fritz that day.
Jones says we still don't know if the digital era will be one small step or a giant leap for television technology. All the same, he's certain it's a step in the right direction.
A lot of times people ask me about like the golden age of television. You know, I think the golden age of television is right now. Technology getting better is a great thing. It just means more TV to watch.